Come on, there's someone I want you to meet.
Hey, get up, we're going out.
What is it?
It's Britt on the road.
I think I want to hear this.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
And I love it.
You're on with Britt Bailey.
And away we go!
Well, as you can tell, we are live at the Thomas and Mack Center. Robbie Hodges.
It's here.
Yeah, you've been in that arena
Yes,
before,
I
like
have.
literally in the middle.
I tell you what, but it's hard to have much more fun than I've had out here this time, you know. Not changing careers, just adding one with my music and stuff. I had the honor today to play for the ladies' luncheon, you know, and for the Justice Crisis Fund. Greatest thing we got, you know, in this business. And was asked to play at Skyver's Boots a couple of days. I'm really enjoying that and ready to get back to rodeoing again. I've had about a couple of weeks off, you know, and it's ready to go again. We got a great run this year. Start with the PBRs, and I travel all up through your country, and so we'll see.
Make sure you do that in the spring and in the summer instead of winter.
Don't you worry. How's everything holding up with you?
You know what? It has been so fantastic. I just love with the NFR. You guys start a little bit early. You start with the PRCA convention.
Absolutely. You know, and that's where we book our rodeos in time to, you know, to get even 2 or 3 years out. I've actually got 26 rodeos and stuff, you know, and 2026. It's ridiculous. And so we're just we're getting everything fired up, and now we get to relax for 10 days and get to enjoy the show and get to watch our buddies.
Yeah. So tell me, you know, I know it's been a couple years since you've been in the middle of that arena. Do you still kind of feel that when you walk in that, oh, wow.
Yeah, but it doesn't ache as much. You know, I got plastered there a couple of times in the old clown barrel. So, you know, and I get some time to spend with my friends. And, of course, Krista, she's here with me, you know, and we get to enjoy it and just kind of sit back like an old retired baseball player and watch a ball game. You know, of course, John Harrison's doing great in that barrel. And you know, and he actually got to come out and work a little bit this week, you know, and Dusty and Bryce and Cody are doing so good to watch. You know, I love backing those guys up. That's what I'm known for, I guess. And John's doing a great job of that. And thank you to Wrangler. Thank you to Coors for they always have us nice seats every night, you know, and they treat me like one of the old guys, and I like it. So,
kind of nice to get that little bit of status after so long.
Sure is. I tell you what, but Vegas is hopping. Vegas is hopping this year, you know, and we're getting to see friends and go and do and take a few shows, like some great after parties and, you know, watch parties and stuff. We try to make a different one every night and see one of my buddies in a band or something, you know, and it's just been great. Got to visit with Corb a minute ago, and he's actually singing the national anthem, so what an honor.
Such a very cool. And, you know, speaking about going and seeing your buddies up on stage, you tend to hop on every once in a while when they see you. They pull you on.
Sometimes. I like doing that. You know, they didn't come running out in my show, so I don't like to do theirs. But if they want, you know, we may do some old Southern rock and roll or something. Just have a good time at it. Sure.
Definitely. Well, so what do you guys kind of got? What do you have planned for kind of, I know you've got all the rodeos that you've got going on, but what do you got planned as far as the music goes for this next year?
Well, I'm actually in the studio a bunch. I've got 2 great musicians with me. Bruce Smith from the Georgia Satellites, my best friend in the world, and he does all of our string stuff and piano stuff. And then I got Jimmy Ginn with Jimmy Ginn Music. He's helping me, and we're ready to put some stuff out. I just pitched a couple songs out there for some guys, some rodeo songs, and just doing that. And it's fun. It's not going to be my career. It's just fun to do, you know. And you know, I've always enjoyed playing music and having more fun with it, and just I'm writing a bunch, and that's what's fun, you know. And bringing one out. You know, we lost my famous dog Bullet this year, and I know that's right. And we're gonna. I wrote a cool song about him. I'm gonna release here in a couple months if I can get through it. It's awesome. Pretty tough. Yeah, I bet. It's called 14 Years, and it's a tearjerker. Yeah, so I don't know. Chris has to help me with it because it's tough. But
well, and Bullet was. I mean, if there was Robbie, there was Bullet.
Oh, absolutely. Everywhere we went, he actually found my girlfriend for me. So he, I know right now, whatever he's doing, I had to wear his shirt tonight, and it's cold, so it's anything he did inconvenience. You know?
And he always found a ride. You know,
didn't matter where he was, did he? He would always, you'd see on Facebook, and he could work the microwave and the remote control. He'd buy dog TV every month, and it'd drive me crazy, but I just let him. But anyway, that old stupid dog, I miss him a lot. But you know, he was part of me. He was my right hip. You know, so. But again, I just want to thank Donna Keffer with Coors. She's done so good here. invites us. We got to go in the suite a couple nights and watch the rodeo. And I try to take in 5 or 6, here just to see my friends and treat Krista, who without her, where would I be? So she's something else.
Yeah, and I tell you, we just got the planes flying over, and these are private jets. Like, these aren't the big ones. I think some of these guys are coming in for the rodeo still. They're late.
Oh yeah, a lot of And this next weekend, I mean, there's so many world titles fixing to be decided, and stuff. And I'm glad to see my buddies, doing good. The Pope, he's killing them,
Right?
And Rocker, he's got his stuff together and he's doing great.
Speaking of Rocker, I tell you what, his boots that he wore the other night when he came into the winner's circle, they were ties. Like they're lace ups.
Yes, they are. They're kind of what they used to call the what was it, Tony?
This is the Tony Shoe Llama or something like
that?
It
was something. Yeah. Tenny llamas.
Yes.
Tenny llamas.
Yes. Did you ever have a pair of those?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't need them when I was riding bareback horses. I wasn't that cool. I was not that cool. I might be cool now, but I wasn't that cool then. But he's a kid. He's having a good time. He is. You cannot deny his fire.
Right.
And he came from a fiery family. And,
yes, he did.
And people don't realize that kid is so genuine. Like when we're at home, he comes over and plays drums in my band with me. He'll play with the kids when I'm at Wes's in France. He's at the lake. We'll go over there, and he's so humble. And he's such a quiet kid. I mean, he is. He's a wildcat, but you know what? And he's a good-hearted kid. And sometimes situations you get put in, the next thing you know, trust me, on live TV.
Yeah.
And, not everything is said about him is fair. I'll go ahead and be the first one to tell you that. If you have to know somebody to say the things that some people have said, and it's not true. He is, like I said, with the little kids, he'll sit down in there and play with those kids with the tractors and make a rodeo arena, and it melts me, and then that's why I'm going to defend him. He's fire, and you've seen what happened. All they did was build a fire under him.
That they did, and he had a great time down there at South Point, which was awesome.
Exactly. I'd like to be that at 18 years. I'm glad they didn't have cameras and stuff when I was 18 years old.
Man, you and me both.
Yes. So.
Well, Robbie, I tell you what, I thank you so much.
It's a fire-breathing dragon.
We have our nice little, they have heaters here in the West.
They do. Yes, they do.
He's
melting now.
My dad would say, "Are you born in a barn? Shut that off."
Yes, exactly. You're trying to heat up the whole town of Minnesota.
Right. Oh man,
We'll see you guys up in the Midwest. I've got a good run of rodeos. Phillips, Wisconsin, Minnesota. I can't remember that. I can't pronounce all them Indian names.
There's so many names up there, and everything is pronounced 3 times.
Spooner, Wisconsin. I'll see you there, and very excited. We'll probably be playing some after parties and stuff there too. Okay.
Sounds good. Well, we will see you down the road, and we're going to follow your journey right along the way.
Britt, anywhere you are, I want to be.
Sounds good. We will be finding you later. Along with everything else that we've got going on here, make sure to click in, keep it country, and enjoy the ride.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
Yeah, you guys are so much fun.
It's just who we are. Bring on the country. That's what we do.
On location at the National Finals Rodeo.